asking me to be normal? Do you know how much effort that takes?
I thought you were gonna be like, you're asking me to be normal. How about you, Miss? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I never know where you're going with anything, really.
My cracked egg needs to go to the
Wait a minute, are we recording?
Yeah.
Shit, you were supposed to tell me. Okay. Alright, well, I'm killing gingerbread cookies.
Oh wait, let me. There we go. So now they don't hear our. Now they hear our voices instead of the music.
Do you want me to mute mine?
No. I don't think it can pick up yours. Only your voice.
Okay.
Oh my god, I got a hate comment that I'm gonna say. I got a hate comment saying, OMG, you're like bi and you're like binary. I forgot the word. Where you did the thing where you're like, you don't want to be, you don't stick to one gender. Like, you don't stick to a girl or boy. You're basically like, you don't want to be any gender. Or you're both genders. You just choose I don't know how to explain it. But somebody else is like, I hope you're not. Like, oh my god, like, you're bi and you're that. I hate you so much. You're ugly and I hope you die someday.
Oh my god. What a horrible thing.
Yeah, and I was like,
you know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna rant now. There is no reason to ever say anything like that to somebody.
Yeah. You know what?
Now I'm pissed.
You know what I responded to them?
Hope you told them to go straight to hell.
I told them, I'm not sorry for being myself, and you know what? I don't care what you say, because I'm not gonna let anyone put me down. And I blocked their ass, because I'm not gonna let that slide. Literally slide.
Good thing I didn't.
It was like, because I have YouTube.
Fat ass penguin.
Because no. You're the reason I left the ice cream shop. Leave me alone. I have the YT thing where I review the comments. The place where I review comments and upload my stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I saw it on, and I was like, you expect me to change myself for someone like you?
You know, I live my life, and other people, you know, should live their lives. Do what you do. Be who you are.
Oh, cute.
Do what makes you happy.
I just hatched an ant.
An ant? Oh, got ants in your pants? So basically, you know, I don't care. You know, live your life. Be happy. It gets confusing.
You know, oh my god, I actually, I saw a video once where there's a flag for raping someone.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Like, it's like tannish with yellow in it.
Ew.
And I'm like, I didn't look it up to see if it was real, but if it's real, I'm like horrified. It's like, why would you have a flag for that?
It can't be.
It can't be real.
No.
They must have, like, did that, like, just brought up a flag of
That's
something
nasty.
else.
That is so wrong.
There's also another video of a flag for having sexual feelings for
penguin.
For what? Did you just say penguin?
Stupid penguin.
Oh yeah, I got knocked over. There's like a flag. I don't know if it's real. Again, a same person. Might be real or might not be because I didn't look it up yet. But apparently, there's a flag for having sexual feelings for zoo animals. Like animals in general.
Well, that's a fetish. At least that's the terminology that I know it as. Yeah, people can be sexually attracted to animals. Some people can be sexually attracted to inanimate objects.
The objects one I know.
But I've known that as a fetish. If there's another name for it, I don't know it.
I honestly don't know
but
it.
That has a flag also.
Apparently.
So where was I? Oh yeah. When I was in college, and there was this woman. She was an advocate for students.
Advocate?
Yeah, she, helped students, and
Oh,
she was part
okay.
of, she was a beautiful person all the way around, just a beautiful person. And,
Like inside and outside?
and, well, yeah, I mean, she, actually, when I first started going to the college, I hadn't met her yet, but I'd heard about her. And she wasn't there when I first started going because she had her first round of cancer
Oh, no.
and she fought it off. And then she came back to the college, and that's when I met her.
Really?
And I got to know her pretty well, and I worked with her a lot because she was an advisor for one of the student groups. And at that time, I was president of the Honor Society. So, and plus being a tutor, the tutoring center was in the same hallway as her office. So anytime you went to her office, no matter what she was doing, she would stop, turn around, welcome you in, sit, what can I do for you? Just chit-chat away. I didn't know that she was gay at first. I didn't know anything about her because I had just met her. And not that it mattered, because it doesn't.
No, it doesn't matter.
And then I remember one time I told her, I said, well, if you need extra help, because they were setting up, it's human services. That's the group that she was. I'm sorry, I'm rattling. You can edit, but she
No,
was.
it's okay, go ahead.
She was, the faculty advisor for human services. So I went to her and I said, I'll help you set up for the Halloween party for the little kids, because they also had a little daycare.
Mm-hmm.
And they had classes and stuff geared toward that. So she said, that was great. Can you stay for the whole thing and help out? I said, sure. And the theme, because she was the biggest Harry Potter fan going.
Yeah, Harry Potter is big.
She's the one that got me interested in Harry Potter.
Really?
Now, here's the thing. She said to me, she goes, our theme is Harry Potter, so if you can pick a costume for yourself. I looked at her and I said, who's Harry Potter? You should have seen the look I got.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Yeah. She pulled me aside and she schooled me on who Harry Potter was. I'm like, okay. So I actually went out and got the book. I got the first book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I loved it. And so I just put on a witch hat and everything, And then so we're there and, people are talking and whatever. And so I helped her and the Human Services group, and I got the Honor Society to get in on some stuff. We did a Thanksgiving food drive together. They would support our things that we did, and we would support their things. And I wanted to make sure that the Honor Society, that we could show we were more than just the, quote unquote smart people in the college, the ones, the brainiacs or whatever you want to call us. That we actually were just students like anybody else too. And so I got the Honor Society to get involved with a lot of different clubs. And just supporting each other on everything. So she put out this coming out day at the college.
Oh.
And me being at that time, they let me out from under my rock. For one day, somebody pulled the bars off the front of my cave and I was able to come out into the sunlight, and I asked her, I said, because I did not know, honest to God, I did not know. And I said, so what's a coming out party or coming out day? And again, she looked at me like I was growing 6 heads, So she told me, and I said, oh, okay. And she asked me, she goes, do you have a problem with gay people? I said, no. I just was not familiar with it. And I said, and then I talked to her and I said, I don't understand. Why is it that, this was way, way back, okay? So why do gay people feel that they have to come out to others and tell others? I said, why can't we all just be who we are and that's okay? if you want to tell me that you're gay, great, but you don't have to. I'm going to be your friend no matter what. And so, we had a nice long talk, and she educated me on a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Big long rant. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You can cut it out.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people will find your story interesting.
But I just didn't know at the time, and because I was pretty sheltered. And then I just thought she was such a wonderful person. She was into mysticism. And one time, because I also had joined the Student Senate, and at one time she was also their advisor. And I went to one of the meetings, and she had actually brought in Kabbalah water. It was blessed. And we all had a glass of Kabbalah water during the meeting, and she was very much into other religions and other cultures, and so was I. I was always, whenever I met somebody who was from a different culture, I would try to talk to them.
Yeah, different culture.
And I remember when I was in the hospital one time, I told you about that. I met that man from Iran, and he was a nurse, and he's the one, he told me all about Yalda, which was similar to our Christmas, and that's their celebration. And, he was telling me all about it, and I looked it up, and I couldn't believe all the beautiful, red was a very important color to that, and all the beautiful costumes that they wore, and food, oh my God, it looked amazing. And it's just like, when people think of Iran, they think of the war and the Ayatollah and all this other stuff, which is probably, I don't know if you'll even learn about that in history, maybe you will. But really, it's a beautiful culture. And Islam is a beautiful religion.
Yeah.
It's a religion of peace.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing to do, with the extremist groups.
No.
And I think it's unfortunate that people can't get past all that. And, so Edie was just wonderful, wonderful person. So she opened my eyes to a lot of things that I just didn't know about. And I'll be forever grateful to her for that. And unfortunately, she
passed away.
She got cancer again.
Oh, no.
And while she was fighting it for the second time, and this was in her brain.
In her brain?
Yep.
Wow.
And while she was fighting it for the second time, she slipped on the ice, fell, and broke her hip.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. And I guess the prognosis for her beating it back this time, I keep getting killed by these penguins, was not good. And so she made a personal decision to just not fight anymore. Because she was suffering too much, and
that's sad.
Yeah, and they held a tribute for her at the college, and people who wanted to got up and spoke, and of course I had to get up and tell the story about how I made the mistake of asking Edie one time who was Harry Potter.
I bet they laughed.
Oh, people, yeah. As much as you chuckle a bit at a memorial ceremony, yeah, people did, because they knew.
Can we talk about something?
Sure.
Terrorist groups?
Yeah.
Well, how come people assume that all the people that, what's the word? Nationality is automatically a terrorist?
Are you talking about the Muslims?
Well, Muslims can be, how come people, because in my school, I had a ton of Muslim friends.
Huh?
And they, the first thing they asked me, which surprised me, was aren't you afraid of me? And I'm like, no, why? You're my friend. And they said, aren't I a terrorist? And I said, hell no. That's not who you are.
That's strange that they would just come up and ask you that. But, well, it's, you know what it is? This is just this is my opinion. I can look up science to back it up, but it's just my opinion right now. I think it's an inherent trait in humanity that you fear what you don't understand, and you can fear whatever's different from you.
Yeah.
I think it goes back a long, long, long way back to our caveman ancestors. And it's just having to understand that people are people.
Yeah, people are people.
And a lot of this, I think, is the fault of the governments.
Some governments can be good, but most of them are bad.
Well, I don't know. It's like, if you're not what I am, I don't know what you are, and you're probably not good. You know, there's that mentality sometimes. And I remember growing up when I was really too young to understand anything much, you know, being with my grandparents, and the neighborhoods were kind of segregated.
Really?
Yeah, we lived on a street that was primarily French people. And, you know, a block or two away, there was an Italian neighborhood. And if you went up a different street, you know, a couple blocks away, there was an entirely black neighborhood.
Really?
There was also other neighborhoods around there. You know, it was a big city. So there was a lot of, you know, ethnic groups there. And the only time we ever intermingled is when we went to like a bigger grocery store or department store. We mostly had what we needed in our own little neighborhoods. You know, we had a little tiny drugstore, a little tiny grocery store, you know, things like that. So, and I think it's just basically fear of the unknown. If someone doesn't look like you, if they don't speak like you do, if they don't dress like you do, you're just a little bit, you know.
So that brings up another question.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not born thinking about that mentality.
No,
it's
no.
it's how you're raised, I think.
Exactly, but I think it's part of the culture, but it's also intrinsic in the human nature, I think. It's part of a survival thing. If you go all the way back to the caveman days and early tribal days, okay? I think it just comes back from there, you know. It's like if you walk down the street and you see a person with a million tattoos and all kinds of, you know, like piercings all over the face and everything. And there are people who automatically get, oh my God, stay away from me. You know, just because of how a person looks.
They get scared.
Yeah. But that could be a very nice person.
Yeah.
Or that person could be an asshole, you know? I mean, it could go either way. You don't know.
The thing is,
automatically you choose to fear.
Yeah.
But if you choose to fear or dislike, automatically think of everything, all the beauty that you can miss.
Like, I had this friend. He was like way older than me. Like he was like on his last year of high school.
Yeah.
When I wasn't. And he actually, his parents allowed him to get a tattoo. Like a couple.
Yeah.
Even one on his face.
Oh.
And I was like, oh wow, good for you. And at first, I thought he was mean because he always had this face about him. Like he, not like he's like, what I mean by that is like, he always was quiet and he always grunts and stuff and he always wasn't open. So I thought he was kind of mean. But then once I started opening up to me, like, can I re-say that?
Yeah.
Once I started, like, talking to him and he started opening up to me, he turned out to be one of the nicest people I know.
That's the way it is.
When I was in public school, a lot of people saw me as mean because I kept to myself. I wouldn't talk to other people. But once I opened up to people, like my friends, for instance, that I actually have their phone numbers of, they actually came to me one day and said, you know, you're actually really nice. You're like one of the nicest people I know. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah, at first I thought you were like a mean person. And I'm like, oh, really? I haven't done anything bad. And they're like, no, it's not that you did anything bad. It was just like you wouldn't talk to people. You just were like not an introvert.
Well, I have a question for everybody out there. What's wrong with being quiet? What's wrong with just being a quiet person? Why is that a bad thing, you know?
You know, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Maybe some people find it weak.
That's possible.
Like, oh, if you're quiet, you're one of those weak ones that aren't out there being yourself. And if you're inside, that means you're weaker and that you're not brave enough. That, to me, I feel like that's what other people think.
Well,
but that's
maybe.
probably not 100% everyone.
Well, I look at it this way. I have a lot of opinions on a lot of different subjects. But how many people want to hear all those opinions? I mean, if you want my opinion, you ask me. Otherwise, I'm just rattling on. And some people talk way too damn much and don't think enough.
Like me. I talk way too much. Way too much.
Oh, I meant it in a different way. Some people just talk like they know everything about everything.
Oh,
and they're just showing their ignorance, because actually you're very wrong on a lot of things you're saying. I would rather say a few things and be correct about what I'm saying, but that's just me. I don't, you know. I don't know, I think there's not a lot of, this world is just lacking patience and tolerance. There's too much fear in the world.
There's too much hate.
Certainly, definitely too much hate in the world. And we all need to just take a step back, take a deep breath, and just say, okay, start over. You cannot automatically judge somebody by their appearance. I don't care whether they're skinny, fat, what color they are, how tall or short they are, whether they have a physical disability or a mental disability. Whatever it is, they could be from a foreign country. It doesn't matter. You know, you cannot judge somebody by how they appear.
You know what I judge? I judge based on their character. Like, if you're mean to other people, then we're gonna have a problem. Yeah. But if you're nice to other people, yeah, let's be friends. Because if you bully other people,
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, you be you and I'll be me, and we'll get along fine.
Yeah. Like, no matter... Okay. No matter what you are, like if you're gay, bi, straight, binary, non-binary, whatever you are human, because we all bleed blood. If you bleed purple blood, well, okay.
That's different.
That's different.
We might have to
see a doctor.
X-ray you or
see a doctor.
But no, yeah, I agree with you, Wolfie.
Oh, thank you.
And remember when you and I got the
hennas?
The henna art done on our hands? Yours came out so much nicer than mine.
Yes.
And I thought that was pretty. I mean, I loved it. If I could, I would get an actual real tattoo.
But you can't.
No, because of my immune system, I can't. I mean, I could, but it would be taking a huge risk, and it's not worth my life.
I don't think it's worth it.
It's not worth
definitely
losing my
worth
life.
it.
No.
I'd rather have you here.
Thank you. I'd rather be here with you.
Oh, thank you. You're gonna make me cry.
Ooh.
What?
Make you cry in front of all your fans?
No. Yeah, oh my god. That brings back a memory. So if you're an older fan, not older fan like your age, but if you know me like from way back in like last year, I made a video of try not to cry, and I actually cried so hard. And I actually stopped the video right there when I started crying because I couldn't help myself. And it was horrible.
Do you remember we were at the restaurant one time? This was a few years back. And that one guy came in and he was just sitting at a table across from us and he was just in tears the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What restaurant was that?
Oh, I don't remember the restaurant. But anyway, remember the rest of the wait staff seemed to know him, so I think he probably worked there. And remember, we were talking about it, and I said, he's obviously experienced a tragedy of some kind.
Yeah.
And remember, after we were done, he was still sitting there. And we went over to him. And remember what I said to him?
I do not.
I don't remember my exact words, but it was something to the extent of, whatever's going on in your life right now, just understand that you are in the thickness of the storm right now. I said, and it's going to pass. I said it much better at the moment, but I told him, I said, you know, you're going through hell right now, but it's going to pass. Just hang in there. And whatever it is, I hope it passes for you quickly and stuff. And then remember, he looked up and he said thank you, and then he reached out for a hug.
And you gave him a hug.
I sure did.
Didn't I give him a hug
yes,
too?
You did.
Because I felt so bad. I was like, that poor man. I'm like, I feel bad for whatever happened. I hope it gets better.
Yep. And it might not seem like much, but just that one gesture, kindness from a stranger, can do so much. It really can.
Ooh.
Boy, we've been rattling on, haven't we? But it's a good talk, though.
It's a good talk.
It when we talk.
Oh, well, there goes my life. Oh, I was playing a game.
Get out of my way, penguin.
Anyway.
Oh, did I show you the text I sent Crafty?
No.
I sent him, I found this picture. It was a whole bunch of penguins walking kind of almost single file. And they're all just walking with this determined look on their face. But one of them he's got his head way up in the air, beak open, mouth, just mouth wide open.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
And so I sent it to Crafty and I said, there's always that one guy that just won't shut up.
Oh, that's so true.
Not that I was,
hinting at anything.
Suggesting that he was that guy, no.
I feel like he's the opposite, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so what people don't understand is that people in like my older videos, like last year when I first started like doing YouTube videos on my phone, they were like, OMG, Crafty's so funny, he's always talking and being hilarious. But the thing is, he's usually not talkative. It's just in my videos, I don't know what he's doing. He just finds a spirit in him that just allows him to be funny. Yeah. I think he just loves doing this with me.
He does. It gives him an outlet.
Yeah.
But he won't show his face.
No, he won't.
Well, you remember for the longest time I wouldn't.
No.
And then you outed me.
Well, I got your permission, remember?
You kind of got my permission a little bit after it already had happened. Be honest.
No, I remember talking to you when I did a video.
Yeah.
And then I didn't post it yet. But you remember all those comments saying how beautiful you were? Not a single comment saying you're ugly?
Those people need to either get their glasses checked or see an eye doctor. They might need glasses.
Oh my God.
No, it's true.
No, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But
don't make me...
Don't make you what? You want a piece of me? Come on, bring it.
Oh, I'll bring it.
I will bite you so hard.
I'll bite you too.
Oh.
Let me turn into a parent. Oh, we're gonna have a flex battle.
I'm gonna bite you in real life.
Oh, what? Oh, that's sus. No. No. I gotta go to farm shop. I'll be right back.
Well, I just wish that everybody in this world could just be more tolerant and more patient. You know, every person, as far as I'm concerned, every person in this world has a right to be here. Unless you're a serial killer or a
raper.
Yes, child or
adult,
sex offender of any kind, murderer. I mean, no. Then you don't have a right to be here. But basically, everybody has some worth. Everybody is special to at least one person in this world. And I don't care what a person's age is. You know, people look at the elderly like, 80, 90, 100 years old. You know, think about it. Those are your grandparents, your parents, you know, the people who raised you, the people who took care of you all of your life. And you're going to just throw them away? No. No, because there's something to be said about the wisdom of age. You know, those people have lived a long time and been through a lot. And
I was just about to say that.
Benefit from the store of knowledge they carry.
Like, a lot of people are older than me, and they tell me a lot of things that I did not know about, and I'm grateful for that. Because it's like, now I know. And it's like, thank you.
The one thing that made me angrier than anything else was if somebody made a comment about my grandmother or my grandfather.
Same here.
Oh my God. Did I ever tell you the story about my grandfather? I got bullied. I got bullied so much.
Oh, you pushed this boy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
you
my
told me.
grandfather came and picked me up.
Yeah.
And there was a guy sitting, behind him was grass. He was sitting on
You still shocked him, though.
But behind him was grass. And he was making fun of that old man in the car. As I was walking out of school. And he was making fun of my grandfather, because my grandfather had come to pick me up. I walked right up to him, both my hands, shoved him right off the wall. He flew over backwards before he knew what happened to him, and all his friends were just shocked. And then I turned around and I got in the car and with my grandfather and drove off.
Wow.
You do not say anything about my grandparents, because if it were not for my grandparents, I would not be here on this earth, because they saved my life. And ungrateful
Amen.
little shit that I was, I took a lot of my frustration out on them, and I still regret it to this day. But those people never turned their back on me. And I hope I made up for some of my nonsense in my earlier years and my troubled teen years. I hope I made up for it.
I bet you did.
And there isn't a day goes by I don't think about them. And everybody means something. Everybody is important to somebody. And you need to respect that. And boy, oh my God, I'm lecturing. Nobody's going to want to watch this video because I'm just rambling on lecturing people. Oh God.
Hey, I've been talking too.
All right, I need to shut up.
I've been talking too.
So much for the quiet dragon queen. She's been bellowing too much here.
Anyway, is that all we have to talk about?
Oh, I've always got something to say about something. It just depends what you want. How much do you want to hear?
I mean, we can go all night if you want to.
Yeah, we.
Hold on, let me check the time. Oh, it's my to bed time.
Ooh, oh yeah. No, I mean, we could talk some shit, but maybe it's best to save it.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this talkative video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I have to go to bed now. Bye. Zaria, say bye.
Bye.